Putin admits Russia doesn't have enough weapons and drones.
Here's a summary of the article.
Russian President Vladimir Putin has warned that his armed forces lack the military hardware they need to win the war in Ukraine, while insisting Moscow is ramping up weapons production to fill the gap. "We have them, but unfortunately we don't have enough of them," he said, according to state media. As well as drones, modern anti-tank weapons are needed, and modern tanks are needed. At the same time, Putin claimed that there has been a nearly threefold increase in the production of weapons for the battlefield, rising to a tenfold increase for the most in-demand equipment. Shortages of precision-guided munitions have hampered Moscow's full-scale invasion, preventing the Russian military from striking strategic targets at a distance. A report from the Center for Strategic and International Studies, published in April, found that Western sanctions were preventing Russia from bringing in the components needed to manufacture advanced weaponry. While the quality of the military equipment used by the Ukrainian army continues to improve thanks to the Western aid, the quality of Russia's weapons continues to degrade, the analysis concluded.
This post received a score of 18,000, with an upvote ratio of 90%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
He is hinting he is about to start full-time war production and mobilize everyone that can walk. Either that, or getting people ready for an eventual withdrawal or scaling back of objectives. Optimistic take, I know. I hope you are right.
Could also be a precursor to using something worse.
Greater than a precursor to using something worse. That's the motto on the Russian coat of arms, actually.
Russian history can be summed up with, and then it got worse.
Russia was actually doing well under Putin until 2014. Look at the guy, he brought the standard of living up for many, not equally, mind, and the West thought it could do business with it. Even after 2014 Russia was still okay if it could stomach the sanctions. But the fuckwit had to go and invade more. The idiot had thrown away everything. What a spanner. Saying all that, he's given the West unity and an impetus to move to greener power, so there are positives.
And at the same time you claim to be able to take on the entire NATO? Good luck with that, fam.
Honesty is not a prerequisite for being a fascist dictator.
In fact, it hurts your goals.
I bet Putin can say that the war isn't looking good for Russian soldiers, then right afterwards spout BS saying that Russia can take on the world and dominate the world with Russian belief, and his people would follow his words. Russia doesn't have the ability to dominate the world, but it sure as hell has the power to destroy it sadly.
It's trying to. Putin hates the West, and he's happy just to destroy Ukraine. But for Europe, a broken Ukraine will be very expensive, and cause instability. And the Baltic are afraid of Russia, so they want to bleed them dry. Especially because Putin had a next invade rant. If Ukraine is successful the next few months, the West will probably provide more weapons to seal the deal. Putin is like an edgy teenager, thinking war crimes are cool. Europe is like a man raised by an abusive father, and under no circumstance will tolerate a little shit being edgy.
TBH, Europe was paying this little shit billions, shook his hand and made agreements with him. Even provided equipment for raid police units, batons, armor etc. Even after Crimea annexation. Even after this little shit literally poisoned his opponent and European agencies and clinics found the evidence of it. Even after assassinations on European soil. Even when they found some spies, because the address of their registration in Russia was like Army Intelligence Main Building, Left Wing, Apartment 1.
They admitted that when they started buying them from Iran.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.